would like to share a few words about Sudarshan Kriya and what it means and how to practice it. So, Sudarshan Kriya has a three-part yogic breathing, which this practice is excellent not just to purify your nervous system and upgrade your nervous system, but also to eliminate any fatigue you might be experiencing. It's to clear any negative emotions, negative thoughts. And it's basically, it helps to improve your physical and your mental and your emotional astral bodies. So, Sudarshan, this is a Sanskrit word, and would like to just share a few words. What does Sudarshan mean? Because Su, coming from the Sanskrit language, means proper, and Darshan means vision. So Sudarshan, it's proper vision, but proper vision as a way to bring clarity. Have a proper vision, have a deeper insight, have a clear mind. So that's what it means. It really helps to bring clarity, bring focus, remove any fog in the mind, which many times it's very difficult on your own to clear any heaviness, any fog, even headaches and tiredness. And as you know, during these times, there is so much going on in our energy system, all of it, from the physical to the most subtle. There's too much going on, and you might also feel that you just need to sleep a lot. So that's also fine. Allow yourself to sleep more if you can. But this practice, and the Sudarshan Kriya, is like a shortcut. It helps you to awaken, becoming more alert, and it helps to cut through that heaviness that you might be experiencing right now. And also the word Kriya. Kriya means a practice, it's an action, and with the action is intended to purify, whether purify the body, whether we're purifying the mind, the thoughts, the emotions, even the energies from your chakras, even your spine, even your nadis, even touching very deep aspects, karma, trauma. So this is Kriya means purification of various aspects of yourself. It's the action that you take. So that's what the Sudarshan, proper vision, undertaking an act of purification. So also this practice has been very much studied scientifically, and there has been a lot of research, because this is a very well-known technique, which is actually had been created from the art of living with Sri Ravi Shankar. And as I went to the ashram myself a few years ago, and I did a few training courses over there. So I've been also myself practicing this a few good years. Always, keeps carrying itself with me, and this is why also today I felt so drawn to bring only this topic to really go into depth and to then have a deeper practice together. So, research, has confirmed, that breath is truly linking the mind and the body. So with each human emotion, there is a distinct breathing pattern. Yeah. So, for example, you might notice yourself that if you get angry, what happens to your breath? Your breath becomes quick and short. So it instantly changes the pattern, the rhythm of your breathing because of an emotion present, of course, connected because of some thought present. So really seeing this connection. And also, research has also found that breathing patterns can induce a particular emotion. So, Sudarshan Kriya is designed to transform emotions, let's say heavy emotions or negative patterns or certain addictions and obsessions. Um, and it helps to transform that just because you are practicing Sudarshan Kriya. It's breaking through that habitual pattern just because you're breaking through the breathing pattern that you are actually practicing. So this is why it's a shortcut. It kind of breaks down patterns, old patterns, habitual patterns. Just because you sit down for, let's say, half an hour, 45 minutes to do this practice daily. And as this practice is taking form and it's unfolding through all the way through a cellular level and all the way into all your bodies, you are cutting through and changing the pattern. You're doing that with your breath, but that breath is connected with mind, with emotions, with energy. So that's why it's so transformative. So by using the rhythms of the breath, you are able to not only align, bringing body, mind, emotions into harmony, but also yet feeling very energized, calm, alert, at ease, and relaxed. So some benefits of this practice is increasing your lung capacity. This is very important, especially in this time when maybe you are forced in your country to even wear a mask. Although it's great because of all the exhaust and all the pollution out there, but at the same time, it's kind of blocking the life force and the deep breaths that one has capacity of breathing. And also, we do see that the lungs do need a bit of a boost. So it definitely will support that, especially right now. And also, it's perfect practice for strengthening your nervous system. And as you know, your nervous system is the conduit of the vibration and consciousness. So the stronger your nervous system is, the better capacity you have to sustain a higher state or a more peaceful state or even more present state. So the effects from the nervous system will affect your state of being. Also, this practice can activate any traumas in your nervous system. So, since it's so powerful, and traumas are compressed energies of your past, which haven't been processed, and so thus they kind of freeze or block in your nervous system, and it doesn't allow the electricity and vibrations of energy to pass through. And that's where it hits in your nervous system, the block, and creates that trigger and that maybe severe or very strong feelings and emotions. And so this practice, if taken seriously, meaning taking on this practice daily, one might be able to actually experience this directly, and it supports to clear and release and process any traumas trapped inside of you. So also, as discussed already, it does bring clarity to the mind. So if you feel you can't maybe work well, you can't concentrate, your mind keeps flipping here or there, you can't have a very focused attention to what you're doing, then it's very clear indication to see that there's fog and heaviness and it's kind of dull. So this practice helps to enlighten your brain and it brings clarity. Also, it energizes the life force inside of you. So if you feel depleted and tired, and this is going to really, really help you a lot. It will also oxygenate your body, all of your body, all of your cells start buzzing. So of course, it affects your blood circulation and your glands, and everything then becomes affected by this practice. So it also supports your immune system. So if you feel that your immunity is a bit low, then I would highly suggest you practice this daily as well. Also, if you can't sleep well at night, maybe with too much energy or maybe lack of energy, or having some weird dreams or anything that's keeping you up, well, this practice is the perfect medicine for you to have a better sleep for sure. And of course, because of all of this, all of these effects, then you will definitely increase your creativity. So these are a few of the benefits of the Sudarshan Kriya. And would also like to share a few words about the biochemistry of Sudarshan. And the reason I would like to bring this topic also is because when we look at this body, and as we start growing older, we start to see this body right in front of us, kind of disease. It starts to disintegrate, and or maybe you have certain experiences where your loved ones, start growing old and aging, and they would need your help, and it just like hits you, to see that although we eat healthy and we do the best we can, still the body, the cells disintegrate, and the reason that this resulting in death of our body cells over the years, can also develop any heart disease, can also create any form of like cancer cells, because of this degeneration of our cells. So actually some researchers, scientists, and even open-minded doctors have taken this topic also quite seriously as well. And it is because the common the denominator in all of these conditions is the antioxidant status, the level of your chemical process that takes place in our cells and genes. Just like we are able to measure our cholesterol level, researchers say we can measure our antioxidant status and determine how vulnerable we are to disease. So there has been quite a lot of studies with the biochemists, especially in India, because of course this practice has birthed in India. So in the India Institute of Medical Sciences, studies have shown that the Sudarshan Kriya really supports this antioxidant status. It really, according to the free radical theory, the cells in our body are being constantly damaged and destroyed by oxygen radicals, kind of similar to what dirt and rust do to our cars. So oxygen radicals are different from oxygen gas. And in that, there are these molecules that are highly charged and detrimental byproducts of cell reactions. So our body, it has an antioxidant defense system that constantly searches and destroys these oxygen radicals, much like our immune system. Our body, for foreign agents such as bacteria and viruses, and it kind of eliminates them. They're kind of constantly working. And if the antioxidant defense system of our body is weak, then the number of oxygen radicals increase. This is what causes our cells to die quickly. So one of the biggest results is inflammation. So inflammation, and I'm sure that every one of us have experienced some form of inflammation, especially in our gut. Our gut is the most effective, that has been affected through the pollution of the air, the pollution of EMF, the pollution of pesticides and chemicals we have taken, and medicine, maybe in your childhood, maybe now you don't take anything so much really, but all of this has created a very big impact in our oxygen radicals. So with this practice will definitely increase our antioxidant levels. This is the one of the key points, that it's good to bring up, because we've been focusing a lot on nervous system, and yes, nervous system, it does excellent work, but yet also to know that this practice is really supporting you in this regeneration of your cells. And the regeneration of your cells support at first slower, the slower aging process, and at some point it can also start becoming reversed. But that requires a lot of detoxing on many levels when it starts to reverse. So apparently, scientists and doctors have come to conclusion that this practice really works, which is super good news. Super good news is that the science and medicine, maybe not everybody, of course, depending on their agendas, but they are coming together. They are coming together, spirituality and science, really blending, and it's bringing a lot of joy and a lot of excitement to see this fusing to see this finally, saying yes, these practices are actually proven that they do work, not just from a spiritual point of view.